I have always wanted to learn languages, but I'm the kind of person that never gets around to doing these things because 1, I'm lazy, and 2, I can lack motivation. However, now that we've been in this lockdown, quarantining, I've decided it's probably the perfect time to actually knuckle down and learn a language. So, starting from today is Monday, and I'm going to be attempting to learn as much Russian as possible in the next week. Disclaimer to start with, I have been doing Duolingo for Russian for the last 60 days, although I haven't really done a lot and I really don't think I'm progressing, so I think at this point I am basically going to scrap Duolingo and start something new to really try and progress my language learning. So, the task is I'm going to be attempting to learn around about 100 words a day. I have no idea if this is going to be possible, probably not, but that's the goal. I have decided to create a sheet on Excel where I can put in a bunch of verbs and a bunch of nouns. So here is my sheet. So I have verbs on this side and then nouns on this side. I'm going to have the English, the Russian, and then for the verbs I'm going to have, for example, if it's walk, I'll have I walk, you walk, just so I know the kind of conjugations that I need to do. I'm going to plan to do 20 of the most common verbs and then 80 of the most common nouns. Okay, update. I have now finished my verb list, my noun list. I've also added in numbers and I've also added in colours. Yeah, so they're all here, like that. I guarantee some are wrong, but we're gonna go with it for now. And yeah, I'm gonna add these onto a Quizlet or Anki or something like that. My brain is feeling a little bit fried, I can't lie. But I have managed to create a Quizlet. I've created all these nouns here. So I'm going to start on the sofa and do a bit of that now, although firstly I need some water. Gotta keep hydrated. Okay, I'm making decent progress. I'm on 12%, another 88% to go. This is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. There are so many big words I don't know how to pronounce properly, and that is severely impacting how I'm learning, so I feel I need to come at a different approach. I have been stuck on this one Quizlet lesson for the last 15-20 minutes. It's just been driving me mental, so they're not going well, but we will keep on moving. Enlighten news, I have this giant cookie. Like, look at this, it's like the size of my face. We're gonna have this whilst doing some more work. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing either. I have just had a realisation, and that realisation is that I've learned 44 words today, and whilst it may not sound like a lot, that actually is a lot. I've learned numbers as well, so that's even more. So that's probably, say, 55 words-ish that I've learned today. And normally I'll probably learn like 2, 3, 4, 5 at tops, like words in a day. So to learn 10 times that amount is actually mental. I have just spent the last bit of my evening going and doing some Russian verb conjugation because we love a bit of grammar, even though I said I wasn't going to do any. I've just been watching this tutorial by the Real Russian Club, I'm currently halfway through. It's actually been really helpful just of like how you do like verb conjugations normally. So I've done that and I think I'm going to leave it there for now. One more day of Duolingo. That is the end of day 1. Zdravstvuyte et dzień dva. There you go, learned some Russian already. I'm in high spirits for today. I've got a few things planned. I want to engage more in the culture of Russia, so I want to listen to music. I want to listen to maybe like a podcast or a radio show. I want to learn more verbs because I feel like verbs are really like letting me down, because that makes up a lot of like conversation is verbs, like I'm doing this, or I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm playing, I'm doing, like that makes up a lot. So I want to focus on that today. First things first is I want to finish the video that I was doing yesterday on verbs and write a few more down, and then whack them into Quizlet and start learning them, I guess. So yeah, let's go do that. I'm gonna have a break from my screen because screen time sucks. So we're gonna be listening to some Russian music and just trying to listen to it and like try and understand stuff. Okay, first song, interesting. No idea what it meant though. So I'm gonna look up the lyrics to understand it and then try and re-listen to it. I now plan to, I haven't got revision cards, so I'll just cut up an Amazon parcel and I am going to create little things like this. So for any regular verb, I'm going to create these little revision type card things which say, so this one says to know, and then on the back it says znat. Okay, so I have loads of these little revision card style things with all the verbs that I want to know on them. For example, to travel, and yeah, I'm just going to go over them now and see what I know basically, and put them in one pile if I know it, and another pile if I don't. And hopefully I'm also going to create some like practice sentences out of them as well. So I'll time lapse this now. Right, that is all of the Russian that I am going to be doing today. So that marks the end of day 2. Good morning, it is day 3 of this challenge, and today is going to hopefully be another productive day. I think the aim is to kind of go over the verbs I was doing yesterday and try and master those. I've been going through Quizlet for about the last hour or so, and so far I would say I'm pretty relatively confident in another like 40-50 words. It's been a TV show that I want to watch for a while, and it's called Sophia. It's basically all set in Russia, it's in Russian. Obviously I doubt I'll be able to understand any of it, but the only issue with this is I wanted it to have Russian subtitles, but it's only got English.
Каждый день праздник, каждый день фестиваль. Каждый из нас тут хоть немного царь. Голливуд отдыхает просто. Когда мы гуляем, то гуляем жестко. Мы поднимаем.
I am going to try and record myself speaking to an actual Russian person. Здравствуйте, я иду говорить Россия. Ты понимаешь меня? Я хочу знать русский на подъезжествовать. Европа, Россия, Азия. Я думаю, русский это очень добрый. Я живу в Великобритании, в Дарьеме, я думаю. И да. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna play it back and hopefully that sounds relatively okay. So, right, I've sent that and I guess we'll see in a bit if they reply and see how I did.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we have a reply. Yeah, let's play it now and see what is said.
I must admit that your Russian is great.
That's a good
It's
sign.
impossible. How do you do it?
Aw.
You've been learning Russian for 2 months, as you've mentioned. It's impossible to speak like that. I can understand you. I can hear some mistakes, but it's okay for a person who has just started learning it.
That's so nice. Like, oh, obviously I made a lot of mistakes, but I think the main thing I want to get across is some level of understanding, and if they can understand me, I'm saying that's going in the right direction. Good morning, it is day 6. I still have a massive amount to do, and I nowhere near feel like I know enough. I feel like the more I learn, the less I know. This morning I'm going to start off by doing all of these verbs and just trying to like go over them and remember them. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do now. I got these ones all right, and then I got these ones wrong or not quite right. Like I may have got the verb wrong, but I may have said it right in a sentence. So I didn't count it because I don't feel like I properly know it. So therefore I've put it back in this pile so I'll go back over it. I've been watching this video here and they are in Uzbekistan in Central Asia, and yeah, I've put some Russian subtitles on, and every now and again they'll put some English words to what they're saying just to kind of keep you on track. I have done some Duolingo, I have messaged some people in Russian, I have watched that video in Russian, I've gone over the verbs so I'm pretty confident with them, and yeah. Relatively successful day, but that is the end of day 6. One day remaining in this challenge, which I'm kind of nervous, I can't lie. Привет, сегодня это день 7. I've got a lot I need to crack through with today. I want to go over my verbs again. I want to go over the general nouns and vocab that I've been learning, because that's going to be the most important thing. And yeah, just in general, just like chat to people. Already this morning I've been chatting to people in Russian, so good start. Let's stop chatting to the camera and actually do some Russian. Over the course of learning Russian for a week, I found it extremely enjoyable, extremely difficult, and extremely rewarding. I estimate that I've learnt about 500 words in the language, which is absolutely insane if you ask me. But learning Russian has significantly expanded my horizons. I've found music that I wouldn't have found otherwise, some really great tracks. Some music I've been listening to include Это всё на, Madame. Those are two songs that I've been absolutely rinsing on repeat over and over again. I love those songs. The more I learnt, the more I realised there was to know, and it just made the mountain seem even steeper to climb. However, I'm certainly nowhere near the top. In fact, I've only just begun the hike up the mountain of language learning, and it has provided me with this opportunity to learn how I like to learn. It has gone out of the constraints of a language learning app such as Duolingo or Babbel or Rosetta Stone or anything like that, and it has given me the opportunity to learn the words I want to know, to be able to talk about the conversations I want to talk about. The main aim I wanted to get from this language learning experience was to open an avenue of communication, and I feel like I'm able to communicate, even if it's just basically. I'm excited to see where this journey will take me. But thank you for joining me. Please leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will catch you in the next video. Goodbye.